All right, guys, I'm back with another one. Yes. So I was using this song. I wanted to use this song as a sample because this song is a very good one to sample with. The only thing about this song is though the actual song itself had a heavy message back in the day, and it would have a more profound effect on everyone even now because the song really spoke about what's actually going on today, and it speaks about controversy. Okay, so the name of the song was There But For the Grace of God. Okay, it was a heavy disco song back in the day, and again, it's a heavy message. Okay, so I'm gonna sing a bit of it, and then we're gonna go into it. Okay, so Carlos and Carmen Vidal just had a child, a lovely girl with a crooked smile. Well, they got a split 'cause the Bronx ain't fit for a kid to grow up in. Let's find a place, they say, well, there's no other way. With no blacks, no Jews, and no gays. Let's find the grace of God. So anyway, that part of the song is very heavy, okay? They were calling themselves moving their children out of the neighborhood because they felt like it wasn't fit for a child. So they moved overseas. They moved overseas and they tried to hide and pull things away from the child and basically allow the child to have nothing, no crime or anything around them so that they would actually come out even better. But everybody knows that you cannot hide everything from a child. In some cases, it's best that you introduce certain things in your own way so that they don't find out the hard way. You know, I know that in high school, I remember the boys going in the locker, and they tell their boys certain things, and the girls will go in their locker room, and they say, this is what you do for certain things. A lot of that advice was wrong. A lot of it messed up a lot of things. In fact, a lot of that advice got people pregnant, let's just be honest. So it's important that we look at these issues, okay? Now, here's another thing too. This also goes into why teaching love is so important. When we are in a home environment and the children do not get taught love, they're not shown it, it's not on display, what ends up happening is they don't know what love is, and they look to find it elsewhere, in other places, in other directions. And if we can try to start at home, because actually the mother is the first teacher in most cases. Now, if a mother is a single parent, her time is spent with so many different things, but that family time is important. As I stated before, when I went to that Mongolian restaurant in Arizona, the wonderful thing that I really loved about those Mexican families is they were teaching their children, they were listening to their children, they were very open to hearing what those children had to say. You know, how was your day today in school? How did you enjoy your new teacher? All these different things. They may seem very little, but they are big. They're huge in some cases. Because sometimes if a child is not able to express themselves in the home environment or with their own family, what happens is they express themselves in other ways. And in those ways, we don't really want that to happen to our children. We want to provide a safe environment where they can have love, can share it, can experience it, and can grow from it. You know, our families, they need that nurturance. They need that growth. You know, one of the issues that I think, and even my own childhood, is that I didn't feel worthy. You know, I always felt like I was the ugly duckling. I always felt like I did not add up. And going to school, I hung out with people who basically they had similar issues. So what happens? That's trauma bonding. You bond with another person based upon your trauma. Oh man, I grew up with this. I grew up with that too. And no. Now we're adding more negativity. We're not growing from the situation because basically nobody's getting any counseling. We just basically letting it out there and, you know, continuing the saga. You know, sometimes we speak things into existence. So if we're trauma bonding, we're not making the situation better. We're just adding more to it, more fuel to the fire, and the fire is getting bigger and bigger. So if we can start at home, if we can actually focus on really getting things together. Now, I know I messed up a little bit here and there, excuse me. But the point is that our children need love. They need our love. They need our support. How are we going to grant that? Okay? Again, I'm not perfect. You know, my life has been very interesting to say the least. But if I can utilize some of my experiences to help someone else, then we will be in a better position later on, okay? So that's been my word. It is so wonderful joining you. You joining me today. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on. It's like I'm tongue-tied here today. But either way, thank you for joining us here at Indigo Moon, and enjoy your day.